Okay, y'all, I don't really know about you, but like this.
Over the weekend, Northwestern University announced that freshmen and sophomores will not be returning to campus in the fall. I don't want to get into too much detail about the situation, but it comes with the announcement that Cook County was declared at warning level over the weekend as well. In addition, many universities have seen their fair share of COVID-19 cases. I had previously recorded videos last week to make a series for freshmen who are going to college, but it didn't age well.
Don't get our school shut down.
As I mentioned, it didn't age well, so I revamped it to make more sense for the first quarter being at home. Let's get started.
One of the biggest ways that you can make friends at college is through clubs. There are hundreds, if not like 1,000 different organizations, groups, clubs, activities that you can be a part of.
Clubs, activities, and sports are some of the best ways to make friends even at home. Because I know sports are harder to do remotely, I will be focusing on clubs and activities today, but I will be linking the website to Northwestern's intramurals in the description. Okay, so here's the Wildcat Connection page to organizations at Northwestern. There are about 602 official organizations listed, but there are still more that have not been made official. So if you go to the categories section, you'll be able to see all of the main categories for each one. I'm going to be clicking on the dance entertainment one just to give you some more views on that. As you can see, there are about 49 groups that are listed that fall under either dance or entertainment. Right now I'm clicking on Fusion because that is the dance group that I'm a part of. There's a lot of information on what we do. There's even videos, pictures, public events. Most of the groups on here have info like this, so you can learn more about joining them. Oop, there's me. There's a virtual fall organization fair, which is held by all of these organizations on September 24th from 6 to 10 p.m. So make sure to go to that fair so you can ask more people who are actually part of these organizations questions.
Another great way to make friends is through your Zoom University. How do you do that, you say? Well,
another way to build connections is in the classroom. I know that it can be very challenging to make friends through Zoom, but it isn't entirely impossible.
Welcome to Zoom University.
Small classes often have each person introduce themselves. See if there is someone you have something in common with. And if you do, maybe private message them and be like, hey, we're both majoring in econ, or I have a dog too. Even the small things can establish a form of connection that you didn't know you had before. Also, take the opportunity in breakout rooms to get to know your peers. If you finish what you're doing early, try to start a conversation. Trust me, most people prefer it to the awkward silence.
I kind of feel a little awkward.
And yeah, there can be awkward moments, but take those moments and embrace them. If you accidentally forget to turn off your mic and say something embarrassing, that's okay. I bet you probably made someone in the class smile.
Even if you only talk to these people like in the setting of your Zoom classroom, at least that's still like people that you can converse with throughout the day.
Take the opportunity to truly be who you are. People in college are less judgmental than they are in high school, so ask questions in class, raise your hand, and lead discussions because there's no reason to hold back.
How would I rate the social life overall at Northwestern? Honestly, it's kind of what you make of it.
I don't have too much to say on this topic because it applies mostly to campus life. If you want me to make a video about it, please let me know in the comments. But I do want to say how you have fun really depends on you. No one else is going to force you to have fun, but if you find yourself in an event that isn't as exciting as you expected, try to hold on to the positive aspects of it, whether it be the fact that you get to talk to someone new, you're learning more about something important, or the fact that you're simply doing something that you haven't done before, even if you have to do this all remotely.
Connect with these people because, again, these are people that you're going to be seeing like for the next 4 years. Also, group chats.
There are so many group chats from memes to classes that you can be a part of. If you haven't joined your class's Facebook group, there's a lot of information shared there. And you can always silence your group chat if it becomes overwhelming.
So how do you have fun while you're stuck in your dorm or your apartment all day by yourself? It's a good question.
The number one thing you can do is allow yourself to take breaks. Oftentimes, we get trapped under the piles of homework, projects, and exams we have to study for. But giving yourself breaks allows your brain to relax and process what you have learned, which can reduce your burnout and increase your retention. When I would spend like countless hours doing work, I would always take mini YouTube breaks and watch short videos. When it comes to having fun, make an effort to do something you are passionate about. especially when you're feeling overwhelmed. For me, that was having mini dance breaks in my room or even in the bathroom in between Zoom classes. Maybe for you, it's taking a walk, getting a drink from Starbucks, or honestly making your own because it's kind of expensive. Maybe it's writing random stories or notes to yourself or people you know, baking, doing yoga breaks, short exercises, making art, reading a novel you haven't read in a while. There's so many options. The times we're in now are temporary, so continue your passions even if they are in a different setting. Also, a little Netflix never hurts. One more thing I have to mention is social media scrolling. Oftentimes we get lost in the world of social media, and it can be sad to see other people at college having fun. For this, I recommend setting up a screen time on your phone, which you can find under the settings to at least monitor how much time you also spend on certain apps. In addition, you can meet people on Instagram and Snapchat if you no longer want to see their posts in your feed. If you don't feel comfortable unfollowing someone, then meeting them still allows you to see their stories at the end of the story list or not see their posts unless you've clicked on their profile. I've done this, and honestly, it's a great way to have control over what you're seeing, especially if someone is constantly posting things that affect your mental health.
Now we're going to talk about Greek life.
This is another concept that I don't want to go into too much detail about because I was never a part of it. I do know a lot of people who were/are though. There has been a lot of awareness made to the controversy on Greek life, especially on campus. I don't know how Greek life is going to look this year or if there will continue to be Greek life on campus in the future. I do want to say that the number one reason people have said that they want to join Greek life is to make friends and have a sense of community. I encourage you to not solely rely on Greek life for a sense of community. As I mentioned earlier, there are over 600 organizations on campus. If you're wanting to get involved in Greek life, please do your research beforehand and allow yourself the opportunity to explore other avenues as well.
Honestly, exercising has all of these benefits, which I will include here because I cannot remember them.
Exercising is one of those things that can be difficult if you don't always enjoy it. There are groups that have open classes that you can go to for around an hour. If you don't like the idea of open classes, you can do stretches or light workouts while watching a show or video. As long as you're getting up from your bed or your desk and moving around, I applaud you because honestly, this situation is rough.
This is not an easy time for anyone. We are going through this together.
Stressing over something that you can't control leads to unnecessary worry and anxiety. What we do know is as individuals, we need to do our best to maintain a mentally and physically healthy lifestyle throughout this pandemic. I hope that this video was able to help you find some resources and ways to stay connected at school while we're still remote. If you have any questions or things you want to see in the next videos, let me know in the comments below. Share this video with people whom you may think find it helpful as well. Thanks for watching.